Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Stella, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Stella's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Stella has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Stella is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they'll demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Stella take off doing this now. The command you want to use for this is Stella heel, and then you just start walking and she'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. We've also gone ahead and incorporated our automatic sit, as you see right there. Anytime Fred stops his feet, Stella will sit. Here's that automatic sit. Now it's important when you're heeling Stella that she walks at your pace as she's been trained to do. She shouldn't try to pull ahead of you or lag behind. If she does attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction, and repeat your command to heel, and start walking again. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is our stay command, which is a hand and voice command. And Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Stella's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Stella. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. And when Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains seated throughout. He gives her a little praise and they take off heeling again. I'll show you a little more of the heel sit and stay. There's that automatic sit.
Stay.
And gives her the stay again. And back out to the end of that training leash. And now this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. He calls her in using her name in a nice voice, and she'll come in and sit right in front of him. And then we have an exercise called the finish, where Fred's going to heel her right around the back of him to get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she'll sit. He'll demonstrate this one more time. And gives her the stay, back out to the end of the training leash. Calls her in. And then the finish, he's going to heel her right around the back of him and right back to that left-hand side heel position. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Stella about 15 to 20 minutes a day to keep them fresh in her mind. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine. Next we're going to show you our down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and back out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Stella. Start practicing this one at 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. Now when Fred returns back to her, he'll walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Stella remains in the down throughout, and gives her some praise, and heels her right out of it. I'll show you that down command one more time as they come back around. And gives her the down. And the stay, back out to the end of that training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down. He calls her in using her name. She's going to come and sit in front. And then the finish, he's going to heel her right around the back of him and get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she'll sit. Nicely done. Give them a second to get lined up for our down from a distance command. And you see Stella's doing really well, but it's always important to follow through with your commands. So if at any point you give her a command and she does not obey, the first word out of your mouth is always no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you want to repeat your command. This will be our down from a distance. It's going to have her in a sit, give her a stay, out to the end of the training leash. This is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred drops her into a down from the end of the training leash. He'll then return back to her by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Nicely done.
Stella, get it.
And we're going to show you, we've been starting to work a little with Stella on holding her stays longer and a little off-leash stuff. This is stuff you can work your way up to as long as you follow through with that 15 to 20 minutes working with her a day. So Fred gives her a stay, and drops the leash and walks away, and he walks around the building, and she holds her stay the whole time. And now he gives her a down, still off leash, and a stay, and walks away again. And now he'll return back to her, again by walking all the way around her, and right back to his left-hand side heel position. She holds her down and her stay throughout. Nicely done. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands we've worked on with Stella here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Stella, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.